Welcome to Spectrum of Wisdom, where we illuminate the wonders of the natural world. Today, we're diving deep into the ocean's vibrant tapestry to unravel the secrets of an extraordinary creature, the nudibranch. Imagine a creature so diverse, it shatters the monotony of the ocean floor with its riot of colors. A creature so unique, it seems to belong to a world of fantasy. This is no figment of imagination, but a fascinating reality known as the nudibranch. Nudibranch, often referred to as sea slugs, are far from ordinary. With over 3,000 species, each one is a marvel of evolution, boasting a spectrum of shapes, sizes, and colors that would put a rainbow to shame. In this video, we will embark on a journey through the looking glass into the mesmerizing world of nudibranch. We'll explore their vibrant lives, their survival tactics, and the role they play in the grand tapestry of marine life. So, buckle up as we dive into the depths of the ocean to uncover the fascinating world of these butterflies of the sea. Stay tuned and let the spectrum of wisdom enlighten you. Meet the nudibranch, a family of soft and squishy sea critters who say goodbye to their shells after their baby stage. They're famous for their dazzling colors and fabulous shapes, earning them fun nicknames like clown, marigold, splendid, dancer, dragon, and even sea rabbit. There are about 3,000 different species of these charming creatures known to us. The name nudibranch comes from the Latin word for naked and the ancient Greek word for gills. It's like they're saying, we're just breezy and easy, swimming in the sea. Often, people call them sea slugs, but that's not entirely accurate. They're a special kind of sea slug, but not all sea slugs are nudibranch. It's like how all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. You can find these cuties in seas all over the world, from the chilly Arctic to the warm tropics, and even around Antarctica. They prefer salty water, but some don't mind a bit of brackish water. Nudibranch can live at almost any depth, from the shoreline to way down deep, over 700 meters, 2,300 feet. The most diverse group of nudibranch like to hang out in warm, shallow reefs, but one adventurous species was found near 2,500 meters, 8,200 feet deep. These adorable sea critters crawl over the ocean floor, with a few exceptions. Some like to float upside down just under the ocean's surface, and others swim in the water column. They come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, and they're symmetrical on the outside. In all nudibranch, the boy and girl parts are on the right side of the body. They don't have a mantle cavity, and some have venomous appendages on their sides to keep predators away. Many also have a simple gut and a mouth with a radula. Their eyes are simple and can only tell light from dark. The eyes are set into the body and are about 1/4 of a millimeter in diameter, consisting of a lens and 5 photoreceptors. Nudibranch can be as small as 4 millimeters, 0.16 in, or as big as 600 millimeters, 23.62 in, when they grow up. When they're adults, they don't have a shell or operculum. In most species, there's a swimming larva with a coiled shell, but the shell is shed when the larva transforms into the adult form. Some species shed the shell before they even leave the egg mass. The name nudibranch fits them well, as they breathe through a naked gill shaped into branchial plumes in a rosette on their backs. By contrast, on the back of the eolids, brightly colored sets of protruding organs called serrata are present. Nudibranch have head tentacles, which are sensitive to touch, taste, and smell. Club-shaped rhinophores help them detect odors. So, they're not just cute, they're also quite clever. In the enchanting underwater world, nudibranch, these shell-less marine mollusks, have embarked on a fascinating journey of evolution. They bid farewell to their shells, instead embracing a variety of ingenious defense mechanisms. Some nudibranch have become masters of disguise, evolving an exterior that mimics the textures and colors of their surroundings, often resembling the very sponges or soft corals they prey upon. This camouflage makes them nearly invisible to predators, a clever trick of nature indeed. Then there are those like the Chromodoros quadricolor, who've chosen a different path. They flaunt an intensely bright and contrasting color pattern, making them stand out like dazzling jewels against the ocean floor. These nudibranch are often cited as examples of aposematism, a biological phenomenon where bright colors signal danger to predators. However, this theory is a subject of debate, as many of these vibrant creatures are nocturnal or cryptic, and their bright colors can fade with water depth. Take for instance, the Spanish dancer nudibranch, one of the largest tropical marine slugs. It's a nocturnal beauty, chemically defended, and adorned in brilliant shades of red and white. Yet, it has no known mimics, adding another layer of mystery to these captivating creatures. Nudibranchs have another trick up their sleeve. They can feed on hygrozoids and store their nematocysts, stinging cells, in their dorsal body wall, the serrata. These stolen nematocysts, known as kleptocnidae, pass harmlessly through the nudibranch's alimentary tract and are then strategically placed on the creature's body. The exact mechanism of how nudibranchs protect themselves from the stinging cells remains a mystery, but it's believed that special cells with large vacuoles play a crucial role. Some nudibranchs even have the ability to take in plant cells, symbiotic algae from soft corals, and reuse these to make food for themselves. Their sacoglossan sea slug cousins feed on algae and keep just the chloroplasts for their own photosynthetic use, a process known as kleptoplasty. Some of these species have even been observed practicing autotomy, severing portions of their body to remove parasites, and astonishingly, they can regrow their head if decapitated. In the captivating underwater ballet of survival, Nudibranch, these enchanting marine mollusks have developed a fascinating array of chemical defenses. They've found that the best defense doesn't always have to be lethal. In fact, it can be more effective to be simply distasteful. Imagine a predator taking a bite and immediately regretting its choice. That's the power of a nudibranch's distaste. Some nudibranchs, the gourmands of the sea, feast on sponges and cleverly concentrate their prey's chemical defenses within their own bodies. This makes them quite the unpalatable meal for any would-be predator. They're like the underwater equivalent of a spicy chili pepper. Their secret weapon? Secondary metabolites. These compounds play a crucial role in the relationships among marine communities. The evidence suggests that these compounds come from dietary sponges, as seen in the similarities between the metabolites of prey and nudibranch. Interestingly, when nudibranch have a buffet of food sources, they contain a cocktail of sponge chemicals, and they can even change their defense chemicals with a change in diet. But that's not the only way nudibranch develop their chemical defenses. Some species, particularly those in the icy waters of Antarctica, are believed to produce their own chemicals de novo, without any dietary influence. This is evident in the uniformity of chemical composition across drastically different environments and geographic locations. Another fascinating defense mechanism is the release of the ugdan acid from their skin. If a nudibranch is touched or irritated, it releases this mucus automatically, which can harm the other creature from the inside out. It's like their very own superhero power. Nudibranchs are hermaphroditic, possessing a set of reproductive organs for both sexes, but they cannot fertilize themselves. Their mating ritual is a dance-like courtship that usually takes a few minutes. They typically deposit their eggs within a gelatinous spiral, often described as looking like a ribbon. The number of eggs can vary, sometimes as few as just 1 or 2. These eggs contain toxins from sea sponges as a means of deterring predators. After hatching, the infants look almost identical to their adult counterparts, albeit smaller. Infants may also have fewer serrata. The lifespan of nudibranch can range from a few weeks to a year, depending on the species. In the grand theater of the sea, nudibranch, these charming marine mollusks are known to be carnivorous. Their menu is quite diverse, with some dining on sponges, others on hydroids or bryozoans, and some even indulging in other sea slugs or their eggs. On rare occasions, they might even turn cannibalistic, preying on members of their own species. Other groups have a taste for tunicates, barnacles, anemones, and even fellow nudibranch, like the Roboastra, which are descended from tunicate-feeding species. Among these, the Glaucus atlanticus, a surface-dwelling nudibranch, stands out as a specialist predator of siphonophores, such as the Portuguese man-o'-war. This adventurous mollusk has a unique trick up its sleeve. It sucks air into its stomach to stay afloat, clinging to the surface film with its muscular foot. If it encounters a small victim, Glaucus simply wraps it up with its roomy mouth. But if the prey is a larger siphonophore, the mollusk nibbles off its fishing tentacles, the ones carrying the most potent nematocysts. But here's the twist: Glaucus doesn't digest these nematocysts. Instead, it uses them as a shield, passing them from its gut to the surface of its skin. It's like wearing an armor made from the weapons of its enemies. So, there you have it, the adorable and fascinating world of nudibranch. a testament to the wonders of evolution and the endless mysteries of the deep blue sea. And that brings us to the end of our journey through the fascinating world of nudibranch. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of these remarkable creatures as much as we did. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Your support helps us create more content like this. Remember, the world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered, and here at Spectrum of Wisdom, we're committed to bringing those wonders to you. So, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and remember, wisdom is the spectrum of all colors of knowledge. See you in our next video.